Picture this, it's 2009 and I have a half-a-year-old son and I'm stranded in Germany. I brought my son as a baby home to Germany because I wanted him to see the family and meet everybody. And then I ended up stranded in Germany because I couldn't go back home to Hawaii. I had a problem with a visa. So now I'm sitting at the airport and I'm not allowed to go back home. I have a little boy, half-a-year-old. He starts to cry. It's been now 2 hours that I've been talking with customs. And eventually they tell me, no, you're not going home. I'm like, what? Well, I walked around in that airport. I was crying, I was bawling, because it had been now 4 weeks that I'd been away from home, and Hawaii is real home, and I'd been in Germany. I couldn't wait to come home. But it turned out that it took me 1.5 years until I would have been able to come back home. Now what happened is I ended up stranded in Germany trying to find out how I can deal with going back home. How can I get a visa? How can I work with all of that? And it was utterly difficult. Then I went to the higher self, meditated, and got access to my own higher self. Now I'm telling you, in a situation like that, when you're completely distraught and you're absolutely desperate, you cannot access your intuition. Your intuition will lead you wrongly. It'll also lead you wrongly if you're really excited about something. So in this case, I had to do the process that I teach people nowadays of how to access the higher self in distress. Accessed my higher self and got the information that I needed to wait, and I needed to move somewhere where I could be comfortable with my son for about a year until I would be able to come back. So I literally downloaded where I needed to move to and got South Africa. Now, I've never been in South Africa. I'm from Germany. I moved to Hawaii, as you know, in a calling from my higher self. Maybe you don't know, but that's how it happened. And now I'm being called to go to South Africa. Well, I got all the details. I got when and how, with who to meet first. I'm going to visit my friend there, and then I'm going to go from there. Long story short, I moved to South Africa with my little boy. I started a wonderful year there. Beautiful friendships, beautiful connections. It felt like Hawaii. We created a whole aloha community there. And once that year passed, I got the message. It pinged me from my higher self. It's now time to move back. And here's how you need to do it. And I got the exact steps without a visa, without anything gone through. I got the exact steps of what I needed to do to make that possible in the right way. Well, here I am today, and I'm just grateful. Such opportunities like going up to the higher self and actually living your life guided by the higher self, because otherwise these situations could be unbelievably daunting. But we, in turn, turned that into a beautiful success story. And we learned a lot along the way and came back to Hawaii and are now living here in a beautiful way. You can do that too, and more. Contact your higher self and learn how to do that. And if you wish, I can help you. I can guide you how to do that. And you can see more about that below. Aloha.